Hi, I wanted to show you how to make the cheese from just regular milk and sour cream. And it's very easy to make, but it's the best cheese that you can get. You cannot even get that in the store. What I have is a glass jar, and having glass jar is better because then you will see how it will ferment after. So you can use any glass or any pot or anything, and the quantity doesn't really matter. I have a glass, 4-liter glass, so I will use 3 liters of milk and 1 can of sour cream. So what you do is you need to put all the milk in. I'm using 2% milk. You can use any milk. You could, not 1 or 0, not 3. That's not good. But 2% is good, and 3.25 milk is good as well. So this is the milk I'm using. Not too much fat, but cheese will still be okay. And all you need to make sure is that you do not fill your pot or a jar up to the top, because the milk, when it will be fermenting, it might increase its size. So that's good enough for me. And to that, it's just regular milk. To that, you put 1 container of a regular 14% sour cream, or you can use the sour cream like that, but don't use the fat-free sour cream. It's better to use the rich one. I'm using the regular one, 14% fat. 1 can for 3, approximately. It doesn't have to be right on top, but 3 liters of milk or 3.5 liters of milk and 1 can of the sour cream. All you need to do is mix it. And once I mix it well, it doesn't need to be mixed truly, but you can mix it just that the sour cream gets around and gets into milk. All you need to do is I have a glass lid, and that would be enough if I put it like that, but I prefer if the milk will have some air. So I have a cheesecloth, and all you need to do is cover or a tea cloth or anything, any fabric that you can put on. All I do is put it like this, so I don't need it anymore, and put it away. You put it away for 3-4 days up to a week, and we will check on it in 2 days, so I will show you how it ferments. So that will be it for today. And today is Saturday. Has been 5 days since 6 days since we put the milk into the glass jar. The milk got sour, so this is how it looks like in the jar. It is solid. When you move it, it's really not moving. So it's been in this jar in a room temperature since last Sunday, and I will move this sour milk to the pot. I do have a glass pot, so I will be able to show you how the cheese creates under the heat, and this is how it looks before I move it into the pot. And here we have the milk already transitioned into the pot, and now we will put the pot on the stove. So now that we have put the pot on the stove, I put it on a very low heat. I think this is the lowest that I have on this burner, and I leave it like that. It will need to be mixed maybe within an hour or so, and I'm thinking that it will take about 2 hours to separate the cheese from the milk. And with this pot we will be able to see. But for now we leave it on the very low heat for some time, and you can just monitor how the curds are separating and you will see how it should look like. So this is 1 hour in, warming up the sour milk. You see how the cheese separated from the rest. This is how it looks like. It's still hardening up. So at this point, or any point really, you can mix it very slowly, not too hard, just to make sure that all of it is warm and around. So we leave it for another half an hour, maybe less, and we'll be watching it, how it will still get to the top of the pot. So this is the done cheese separated from the milk. It has been 2.5 hours on the heat, low heat. What you need to do is put the strainer over the bowl and get some cheesecloth. What I get is a cheesecloth from, I think it's a superstore, just a regular cheesecloth. You cut a piece of it. It's this is the cheesecloth that it was inside. Cut a piece, a bigger piece than the strainer, and make sure that you have 2 layers of the cheesecloth on the strainer. So all you need to do is get the, I do have the spoon like this, or the strainer, but it can be taken by any spoon, and gently, don't mix too much, you pick up the cheese and put it into the strainer on the cheesecloth. So I'm trying to gently take out the cheese out of the pot, not too fast, such it does not mix. The cheese is still warm. You can leave it to cool down before taking it out of the pot, but I thought I will take it out right away. It doesn't really matter. And it's really soft now, really wet and soft. We still have to drain it. And now we are about 3 hours after we put the cheese to hang out to dry. I ended up putting it higher because this wired basket was too shallow, and we need to have the cheese dripping. So I have put it on my homemade structure on my wooden spoon. But what we need to do is now to get it, get the water out, the rest of it that was there, and we will put the cheese into the container. So now it's the time to see how it turned out. What I do is I cut the cheesecloth with the scissors. So it will go out. I have to use two hands, so let me cut it out. So I already cut the nuts, and you can see there is cheese inside. All I need to do is turn it over, get the cheesecloth out, and we have our cheese. So let me take it away. And you can see the cheese is nice and tender. It's a cottage cheese, a little bit sour. Best cottage cheese that I could find. You can use it to do
salmon pasta, for example, for the spread, salmon spread with the cheese for the bread, or add it to the mashed potatoes to use it as a filling for the pierogies, or have it even for a cheesecake. I making the cheesecake using this cheese. What I do is I put it in a plastic container now and cover it with a lid and put it in the fridge. The cheese like that can last up to 2 weeks in the container in a fridge, so you can just put it. I do need to weight it, so I tell you how much cheese we got from those 3 liters of milk and 1 can of sour cream. So we do have 1.5 pounds of cheese made from that milk. So an easy way to make the homemade cottage cheese. I'm hoping that this video will help you in getting that done. Thank you.